You look around the internet for MLM lead generation systems, okay? What I'm about to share with you is going to save you so much time, all right? So I spent an extraordinary amount of time doing different things like calling up a list of my friends and family, right? When I first got into an MLM, they made me make a list of all my friends and family, contact them, invite them to a presentation, and follow up and collect a decision. Well, much like if you're looking for a lead system, you probably realize that the overwhelming majority of people just flat out aren't interested. Some of them will say they're interested and they won't be interested. Some of them will be, and you can make a little bit of money. And I had some success, and you probably did as well. Or even if you didn't, it doesn't matter. What does matter though is that I went on to find leads, right? To gather people that were actually interested. So I would spend my time talking to people who wanted to have what I had to hear, or they were looking for opportunities, right? They wanted something. They were looking, okay? And so I was doing that, right? I was talking to people that were looking, and that didn't work so well either. If you've ever done that, right? You cold call people or anything like that. It's a business opportunity. They're like, you're the fifth person I've talked to today. What do you got? And they're just skeptical right off the bat. And that sucks too. So I went from calling people that were looking to calling people that not only were actively looking, that were actively buying, right? They were actively spending money in this section. And that's kind of where it all changed. And the main thing that changed for me, the main thing that changed by using this simple lead system is that I stopped prospecting, right? I don't prospect anymore at all, right? See, what happened with me is, I went through and I had a job. I went to Texas A&M. I'm from Dallas, Texas. I got my job, or I got my degree. I got my job, and I went out into the working world, and I got laid off, right? I quickly found that, I needed something else. I wanted more, and I saw that the people who, in the next job I got, were where I was headed. That's not really who I wanted to be. And if you're at all like that, then, you've decided to join MLM. And, throughout that struggle, I realized that, I needed to do something else. And so I got involved with a lead system. I got involved learning, it's called My Lead System Pro, and that's not what I'm talking about now. I don't do that anymore. But what it did teach me was the value of leverage, the value of learning to generate traffic, capture leads, and convert those leads to sales. So instead of generating traffic as in me walking around meeting people or calling people on the phone, traffic was all on the internet. And then instead of leads being people that I purchased that had opted into somebody else's form, these were leads that were now coded to me. These are leads that people who were interested in what I had to say. They liked my voice. They enjoyed my personality and were looking forward to talking to me on the phone. Way different scenario, okay? So I'm with some friends. I'm in Colorado. I'm in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. I'm looking out. We're at a Texas Country Music Festival, drinking beers, partying, having fun, going skiing, and this is the very first time I've ever skied. I parked down on the side of the mountain. I'm sitting there. I'm looking out over all the snow, all the people down there having a good time. Like, I got to pull out my phone and take a picture of all this. And I actually get a phone call from this lady named Mary, and she tells me, she's like, Brian, I'm so excited. I saw your video. I went through, I put my information in. I joined your team. I'm ready to get started. What do I do next? And I just had to sit there and pause. Let that sink in a second. Like, wow, this lady actually, I jumped into a system. I followed exactly what they said. I set my ego aside, said, you know what? I don't know anything about marketing online. These guys do. I'm going to do exactly what they say. I followed what they said, and I got a result. She actually joined my team before I had the chance to talk to her, right? Before I talked to her. And it just blew my mind. Everything has changed. The game has changed. Everything's going to be different, all right? I went from there to now, I work part-time now and make a full-time income. I live at home. I just got back from a month-long vacation to Vegas and San Diego. I'm back in Dallas. And what I want you to do now is realize that even if you've seen this, you haven't seen this the way that I do it. And the way that I do it is now taking what I learned initially and then adding that onto some other things, right? I've taken some successes, taken successes of my team, and I've compiled them all together. In fact, I have a new teammate that just joined, literally knows nothing about anything. Within 30 days, got his first 2 signups, right? Doing exactly what I teach, completely duplicatable, not saturatable lead system, okay? If you know what it is, that's awesome. Still want you to watch this entire video directly below here. Click on the link, put your email address in there. That's going to show you the system that I use. And what I want you to do is, if you're curious my exact way of going about it, I want you to send me an email, okay? I'm going to send you an email as soon as you opt in. I want you to reply to that email and say, Brian, what is your special traffic source that you're using? What are you doing to have so much success, for your team to have so much success so quickly? And honestly, if you're watching this video in 2014, 2015, I'm not sure if this is still going to be around, but right now it is. It's hot. So take action now. Click on that link below. I'm Brian Couch. I look forward to showing you what I have to offer and, to both our success.